Yo, yo.
There it is. The legend, the GOAT, LL Cool J. You know, I've been talking about your concert coming up, and I'm definitely referring to you from now on in and out as the GOAT. Not just because you termed the phrase, and a lot of people don't know that. I want to make sure I clear that up. But your career has been legendary, man. Talk about, first question, how it feels to be back out here doing your music. I know you've been always doing your music, but you're on tour now. How does it feel?
Ryan, it feels amazing to be, on the road, touching the fans directly, letting people, just connecting with people at this passion point, letting them know how much I love what I do, how much I care about it, and how much this whole tour, which has, been really successful, and I'm very thankful. Mm-hmm. It's been, I wanted to show people what was possible and that we can have, longevity with our careers and our community, and we can do great things at a high level for a long time, and be unapologetic about it, but put all the work in to make sure that people really feel it. So it feels like It's amazing, man. It's like, I'm like, I'm out here in the game. The shows are crazy. The fans are excited. They know how to come dressed. They're wearing their Kangos. They're wearing their big chains. They're bringing like different generations of family members out. So you get people that were like day one with me, introducing other generations to the music live. Because obviously a lot of people, they've seen it on YouTube, they've seen little clips here and there, but to experience it live is a very different thing. And now you get to see why I do what I do and why I've been around so long. So
it's the F.O.R.C.E live tour. It's going down September 10th, which is this Sunday. LL Cool J. I did have a conversation with Questlove last week, and he was just talking about how much fun the tour is and what people can expect. I'll let you hit on that real quick.
Well, it's a non-stop show, right? Like it's a different lineup in just about every city, and the show, once it begins, it never stops. So it's not like most shows. When you go to the show, you watch an artist perform, then it stops. There's like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You go get some popcorn. You come back. Like this is like one long show. It's like 3-4 hours of non-stop hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like from beginning to end. And Quest holds it down all night, and it's crazy, man. Like I have like 2 shows in the night. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that crazy. So people should definitely you come comfortable, come ready, and be ready to rock all night. It does not stop. You got to be clear about that, because most people think when they hear Rakim and De La Soul and LL and this one and that one and these different people, they think they're gonna see me, that I'm gonna leave, that the Roots are gonna. It's not like that.
Right.
It's one, like a giant super group, and we just crush it all night long for like 3-4 hours. It's crazy.
I'm so excited to talk to you for a lot of reasons, man. I definitely came up with you. You always have inspired me. Like early on, I saw you make a move that I think is really paying off now. A lot of people wonder about how young you look, how energetic you are. And I saw you take care of yourself, and I tried to follow in your footsteps. But you said something in an interview the other day. You dropping a lot of gems in your interview, and you talked about, we don't worry about Miles Davis' bank account, and there's no expiration on the art. Talk about that real quick.
Well, what I was basically saying is that, man, art is art. Look, I make I can get what I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it. But it's not about just money, man. Like, yes, we need money, but this is an art form. Mm-hmm. And your impact on the world and how you impact the world can resonate in many ways. It can be through money, but when you look at a Miles Davis, or if you look at the way a boxer made you feel just watching them, or if you look at the way somebody touched the world, how you impact the world. Jim Brown, how you impact the world is hugely important, man. And it just can't be a pure money grab. There's nothing wrong with making a living, and if you're passionate and if you love what you do, you will make a living. Like, I'll give you an example. You don't start off your NBA career in the locker room pour champagne on your head.
That's right.
It starts with your little kid in the gym playing with your coach, and you're 9 or you're 10, and the blood, sweat, and tears in junior high, middle school when you get cut, and your high school when you're hoping you grow the extra 3 inches to, like it starts all in there, and then you eventually get to that day where you get your jersey in the rafters or you get the chip. So what I'm saying to people is that being passionate about what you love and doing what you love is extremely important. And that's, to me, something that we don't celebrate enough, because we have a tendency to only want to listen to people if they were able to capture X amount of dollars. But the Wright brothers, when they created that plane, when they got that plane up in the air,
right,
it wasn't a private jet, and they didn't have the money that Boeing has today. But they created something that was forever, and that means something, because you changed the world. So right. I just want to make sure that the artists and all these acts, and mind you, the acts on our show are doing great,
right? Because
they all getting paid, everybody's doing well. Right. That's not the point, though. The point is they made an impact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
LL Cool J, the GOAT. Listen, I only got a couple of minutes because you got some other interviews. Couple of more quick questions. Obviously, we want to make sure we're pushing the show. Sunday, September 10th. Stop calling me for tickets. Call Ticketmaster before they sell out. You don't want to miss it. It's history in the making. I heard you bring up Kool Herc. I think it's so important, especially as hip-hop is celebrating 50, for us to be reminded about the people who created this art form. How does it feel for you to be out this year, particularly since hip-hop turns 50?
It feels amazing because, like, we got one of the most talked about tours in the world. We have one of the most popular tours, and it's all because of somebody like DJ Herc,
right?
DJ Kool Herc, rather.
Right.
If he didn't do what he did, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And so to be able to, and that's why, like with my company Rock the Bells, Kool Herc owns a piece of Rock the Bells and has equity in the company.
Wow.
That's why Run DMC has equity in the company. That's why Salt and Pepper has equity in the company. Big Daddy Kane has equity in the company. Roxanne Shante has equity in the company. I made sure that all of these different artists had a piece of this company so that they could have a bite at the apple in the long run and have get some value, but get value from something that they contributed to. So I don't just talk it, I like to live it. Being out here, man, this show, man, this tour is one of the most exciting tours. I haven't been to North Carolina like this in many, many years. It's not one of those shows that you even want to consider missing. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's real special, man. It feels super special.
So I want to make sure that if I'm lucky enough to be on the list to get an interview again, I keep this thing tight. So I ended with my last question. We do the top 5 podcasts. So I'm going to throw you off a little bit, but I want to know the top 5 artists that has influenced LL Cool J, artist-wise. It ain't got to be like the top 5 greatest. Give me 5 artists that's really influenced you as an artist.
Oh, man. So many, bro.
Right.
Oh, and that's too tough. Rick James.
Woo.
Michael Jackson.
That's 2.
So many, man.
It's like picking kids.
I couldn't. You got me on that one, baby. It's too many. The name. I mean, I think about Melly Mel. I think about Running Them. I think about, man, there's so many artists that affect me on so many different levels. So many. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
no question. So look, man, I just want to tell you in closing, I'm celebrating 24 years on the radio, man. Next year will be 25. And I'm up for a Marconi Award this year. I'm excited about that. But I just wanted to say that to say you inspire me to continue to do what I do, man. The way you're doing it, you're setting the pace. You're super important for the culture. Thank you. And I will be front and center this Sunday, PNC Arena. I can't wait for the show, bro.
Yo, Brian, we're going to get it, baby. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
LL Cool J, the GOAT. Appreciate you, bro.
Love you, man.
Okay.
Peace. See y'all then.
All right.